Okay, so PlayStation Experience just got over yesterday, and I did watch the Game Awards. I didn't put up a review for that. I might do that later on. I might just add it to the little at the end of this video. I'm not sure, but let's get into the PlayStation Experience 2015. They had it yesterday in San Francisco, Bay Area, San Francisco, which is originally where I come from. I don't come from San Francisco, but I come from the Bay Area. That's where I'm originally from. So yeah, but whatever. You don't care about that. But let's go and get into the results of all the news and announcements, and let's get out the way. And for one thing, but a lot of people was very like disappointed. Like, I found myself disappointed in the Game Awards rather than PlayStation Experience. I'm just gonna say Experience for short. A lot of people, for me, a lot of people in the comments on YouTube was kept saying they wanted to see God of War 4, please, God of War 4, God of War 4, God of... Like, it was getting very annoying, so I just hide the chat because it was annoying. So I guess a lot of people was disappointed that certain games they showed that they thought was going to show up, that they seen. That's one of the reasons why I have to say I don't really watch any other people's channels that makes predictions, because most likely they're wrong. But that's a whole other video topic. So let's go ahead and get on with it. I enjoyed it. I have to say I enjoyed it quite much. It was very fun and entertaining to watch. It's really kind of funny sometimes. So let's start off with okay, let's see where's that. So these are out of order, by the way. So let's go ahead and let me refresh the page here. Alright, so first off, well, one of the things that they showed was Destiny Sparrow Racing, where you can actually have races now on Destiny. And you know, I don't really care about it. I don't really care for Destiny. That was one of the first things they showed, like you can do races now in Destiny, which a lot of people wanted to do before. They just wanted to ride their little car around, but now you can have races. So I believe that's coming. When did they say? I don't remember. I think they said it should be this month or something like that. It was live. No. Oh, December 8th is when it won't go live till December 8th, which is Tuesday, right? Yeah. So that's something new that you can race now. So next up, they also announced that Team Ninja Samurai action game Nioh, not the singer, Nioh, coming to North America. So it's like, first off, when I looked at it, it reminded me of what's that Japanese game called? Urimoshu. I forgot the name of it. Damn. It reminds me of that. It kind of looks like the playable character actually looked like the Geralt from The Witcher 3 and stuff. But it's a game that's come to North America, which was in Japan by Kyo Tecmo for Team Ninja. It looks pretty cool. I actually liked it. It looked very interesting and whatnot. So that's something else that they announced. So going on to Epic Games reveal. They also revealed Paragon, which is a MOBA, new MOBA for PS4 and PC, coming out. I believe it was a MOBA game at first. I'm not entirely sure. Everybody say MOBA, whatever. But it's a third-person action game. Kind of reminds me of what it reminds me of. Shit, I don't know. But it's a MOBA game that's coming on. It seemed. I'm not really into games like that too much. It kind of reminds me of Evolve a little bit with the whole teamwork and stuff. Shut off the enemies. You know, your typical build your squad and do this and whatever kind of game. So Epic Games, when it's just like Epic Games, ain't that the people? I was like, hey, that's the guys who worked on Gears of War. It's kind of weird how they actually did mention Gears of War, which is they mentioned the Xbox game at a PlayStation event. Felt very weird. Um, but yeah, you probably can hear my dog in the background, but you can't see him. Where is he? Oh, damn, whatever. But next day, and also they show something called Brutal, which is exclusively to the PS4. They showed a lot of indie games. It says Brutal will feature a local co-op as well as dungeon creator mode and will launch early in 2016. They announced a lot of like indie kind of looking games and whatnot. Moving on. They also announced a lot of things for the VR, virtual reality headset. And, from what a lot of people say is VR the future of gaming. I think that VR is not, for me, VR is probably not necessarily the future of gaming, but it's rather a test of the future of gaming. Because, everybody thought the whole future of gaming was the whole Kinect move and shit, where you can move around. You can play Kinect on the Xbox Dad, and then you have the whole freaking PlayStation with the move and stuff. And you see how fast that died. So now it's like, okay, let's have these guys are making like their own like VR, where you actually in the game. And they said it's really an experience that you have to. It's really a thing that you gotta experience to really appreciate, which I can understand that. But are you really gonna want to come home after a long day of school and all kinds of like long day of work? Okay, I'm gonna come home and put on my VR and like whoa, like kind of thing. You used to coming home and just with your friends. Hey, yeah, I wouldn't really want to come home to put something on me, look around. It seems like that should be very bad for your eyes more than anything else. Because what if you have like very bad eyes and you put that shit on, you had it on for long amounts of hours? It could fuck with your vision. But yeah. But they did show like a lot of VR stuff, and also they announced Ni no Kuni 2. Ni no Kuni 2 confirmed for PlayStation 4. I think it doesn't say. It'll probably be out like next year sometime, hopefully. And here's the thing that kind of got me very excited for it. I played Ni no Kuni. I played the demo on PS3 like last month sometime. It's a good game. It is a really, really good game. For me, I thought I wasn't gonna like it because I didn't like the whole fighting in real time kind of thing. I'm more of a fight in real time kind of person. Ni no Kuni 2 definitely has me interested in buying that. I might go ahead and pick up Ni no Kuni 1 for the PS3 sometime. I don't know when, but I'll probably pick it up sometime. But Ni no Kuni 2, that was really and a few people were saying how they didn't announce no big games. Ni no Kuni 2 is a pretty big game. I mean, it's a good game. I mean, the PlayStation experience really. Here's the thing. I don't know why a lot of people are really disappointed in it, because they all showed. PlayStation showed their biggest shit at E3. Like, why are people upset about it when they showed their heavy hitters at E3 this year, back in June? Everybody, oh my god, the Last Guardian, they have to show the Last Guardian, please show the Last Guardian. And they show it, people go crazy for it, and now we got the PlayStation experience. People are upset once again. I don't know why a lot of people, I don't get it. But I don't know, a lot of people just never really satisfied. But I'll get to that towards the end of the video. And then you got another game called 100 Foot Robot Golf, which is a PlayStation VR exclusive. It's kind of like a 100-foot robot playing golf in a city that you can just tear up. Just a game that, it's a VR game as well. I mean, I'm not really into that VR stuff. It's really whatever, but that's what they announced. I think, a lot of people really want to see a lot more heavy hitter games like God of War and, I don't know, Uncharted 5 or some shit. Which Uncharted was there, by the way, after the show. After the main show ended, they did a lot of interviews with different game companies or game publishers about their game, and it's pretty fun and entertaining. They had the guys up there at Uncharted 4, the whole cast of Uncharted 4, or at least some of the cast of Uncharted 4 came down there and talked to Greg Miller, which is the the kind of funny channel. And I had a good time watching that too. It was really fun and entertaining to watch. And whatnot. And Ratchet and Clank. They show Ratchet and Clank. Some more gameplay of that game. I want that Ratchet and Clank game. That looks really good. It's said to come out in April this year on PS4. I played the old Ratchet and Clank games. I actually have some of them on my PS3. And I'm a fan of Ratchet and Clank. I might be interested in actually watching the movie when it comes out. But Ratchet and Clank game looks really good. I can't wait to see more of that. I've been interested in it when it first showed it off. And we got something called Ace Combat 7 in development. A lot of VR games. A lot of VR games, man. Another VR game called Rez. And also show a lot of stuff for the PlayStation Vita as well. Which everything they showed for the Vita looked very indie. It looked very like on a it's like a kind of platform kind of game. And a lot of they was talking about, hey, here are some games for the Vita, and it's not dead. I mean, for me, I think a lot of people, when a lot of people say the Vita is dead, they don't mean that when they say that there's no games, nobody's making games for it. I think they don't really mean that there's no games being made for it, period. What they mean is there are no big AAA titles. A lot of people want to see more Call of Duty games like on the Vita. They want to see these big games on this handheld. And I do too. I think the Vita is it's one of those things where you gotta search for it, because I've seen a lot of good games on the Vita, but it's in Japan. Like I have Hybrid Dimension Neptunia on my Vita, and that's a really fun game that you guys should check out if you're into JRPGs, Japanese role-playing games. And that's really fun on there. I'm having fun just with those two games I got. But I think a lot of people just want to see a lot of more console kind of games on that kind of thing. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, But and also another thing that they announced is Yakuza 0 will be coming to North America. Yakuza 0, which is like the very beginning of Yakuza. I have Yakuza. Was it Dead Souls? Is it called Yakuza Dead Souls? I believe. And that's pretty. I like that game. I actually deleted the whole game because I couldn't beat a boss, so I got mad and deleted the whole game, which was so stupid of me. Which I gotta get back into that game one day. But Yakuza 0 coming to North America. You got Hitman Go coming to PS4 and Vita, which is the mobile game that came out this year, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. What we got? We got Full Throttle Remaster announced coming to PS4 and Vita as well. And you have Psychonauts game coming to PlayStation VR as well. A lot of VR games. And also they showed some of the new features from Uncharted 4, which it seems like it's going to be rare. But when Drake was talking to his big brother, it gave you a choice to tell him about some of the things you've been through throughout the entire Uncharted games. Like you had a choice to either tell him about the events of Uncharted 1 or 2 or 3, which that seemed like something that a little bit of role playing is creeping into. I see that in a lot of games today. A lot of role playing elements are creeping into a lot of games. If I say so myself, which I thought was very interesting. I'm like, we never seen that from Uncharted or Naughty Dog, period, which is very, very interesting to see that. They also announced Battleborn. They announced a new Battleborn character, which his name was Penguin or mech suit. He's a penguin in the mech suit, pretty much. They also announced that there will be a beta for the game coming out sometime next year, I believe. Let me see. I think early next year will be a beta come out for Battleborn. which is the people who made Borderlands. It's kind of a new Borderlands kind of game. And then it says then you also have Capcom reveal Street Fighter V character Fang. That was, I don't know why they're revealing the characters. I guess they're trying to avoid being leaked, which is a shame. I hate people who leak stuff, even if it is good stuff. I hate leakers. I don't like leakers. I don't like leakers. Yeah. So yeah. Then Final Fantasy VII, which is probably one of the biggest things that was shown at the experience. Final Fantasy VII remake gameplay with a new trailer, and it looks very similar to Final Fantasy 15, which I cannot wait for. Final Fantasy 15, one of my most anticipated games of next year, is Final Fantasy 15, if it comes out next year. Hopefully it does. And it looks amazing, man. It looks absolutely amazing how it looks. I wish all Final Fantasy games was like that, then I'll buy them all, but I don't like that whole wait for me to hit you, and then you'll wait for me to hit me, which I'm not saying is bad. It's like that. Well, Hyperdimension games like that, but I like it. I don't like being completely stationary. Is what I'm saying. I like them to move somewhat. That's why I like Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. I have that game. I still need to beat that game as well. Then they talked about Black Ops 3. You get to experience the DLC first on PlayStation, which I think Activision and the people at Call of Duty is a bunch of full of shit guys, man. Like, how you gonna support Xbox to the fullest and leave them like they're a dirty whore in the street, and then come to PlayStation like, hey, come on, buddy, come on, kind of thing. Hey, he wants to be in the video. But what else? PlayStation experience, but that's about it. At least all the big stuff that really happened. For me, I thought it was an okay event. I liked it better than the PlayStation. I liked it better than the Game Awards. I thought it was better than the Game Awards last year. I mean, this year, the Game Awards is very boring. If people was disappointed in the Game Awards, you should know that. You should know not to look for anything too special in this thing. Of course, they got more stuff, but I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna rate the event. I don't rate events. I find it stupid. But it was an okay event. I mean, a lot of people was like disappointed. They wanted to see God of War 4, which I don't know if that game would make sense if it had another game of God of War. I have God of War 3. I don't play it. I never played it yet because my friend gave it to me. But I mean, people need to stop demanding, games if it has to make sense if it's going to be a sequel. About it. So it's mostly all the fanboys that want another God of War. But it was a good event. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. It was an enjoying Saturday. But all I can say is that I don't. And before I end this video, I don't know why a lot of people is really. I don't know. Hey, I don't know why a lot of people are upset about it. I mean, because Sony revealed all of their big games at E3 this year. You got Final Fantasy VII, Last Guardian. It's like it was just hit after hit after hit after hit. So they could have saved most of that they could have said, hey, you know what, we're going to show Final Fantasy VII Remake at PlayStation Experience. But it's like, no, you need to hit hard and show our big shit now. Show all of our big shit now at E3, and then later on down the year for the PlayStation Experience event, we just talk more about it, pretty much. And I can understand that, where they're coming from with that. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just very hard to satisfy everybody. Everybody's going to say something. I thought it was an okay event. It could have been a lot more boring. Like, the Game Awards is boring. Like, if you was waiting for world premieres at the Game Awards, and you was just waiting for nothing, because they barely show any damn thing. Plus, the Game Awards felt very rushed and stuff. But that's my whole take on the PlayStation Experience. It was a good show. I enjoyed it very much. I know other people are just very picky. They like to nitpick everything. It has to have this and it has to have that. But E3, will be next year, E3 2016 in June. I'm pretty sure they'll show heavy hitters once again. But like I said, it doesn't mean that they didn't show it. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Doesn't mean it's never going to be shown. Like a lot of people want Half-Life 3. It went from a lot of people saying, "Oh, we need the Last Guardian." Then when they show that, yay! Okay, now we need Half-Life 3. Now we need God of War 4. So it's kind of like you give them this, you'd be like, okay, now I want this. So it's like, come on, they'll say something, you know. But yeah, that was my thoughts on the PlayStation experience in San Francisco, and I liked it very much. All I know is that I'm satisfied for it. I'm not very picky. And then one thing before I go, like how they have the guy, I believe PlayStation. He's in charge of PlayStation. His name is Yuyosha, something like that. He was on kind of funny. He was on a kind of funny panel, and a lot of people was booing him. Boo, boo, boo. And he's like, I don't know why they're so upset. I mean, people really. Here's the thing. Is people really mad because they cannot change their name on PlayStation? And you can't see who's online if you're on PS3. How? Oh my god! How is that a big problem with PlayStation? Is what I want to know. Is that how is that a big problem? Where I'm pretty sure there's other things as well, not just those two. But how is that a big problem? To where they also talk about PlayStation Now too, which I forgot to mention. How is that a big problem where you want to change your name? You want to change your gamer tag. First it was all about we need to see more games on the Vita. Now it's going to we need to change our name. I'm not like, oh, it's like a million voices coming from everywhere. Some of them great, some of them stupid. But I don't give a damn if my name doesn't get changed or if I can't see certain friends online when I'm on a certain console. I don't care about that shit. I mean, but anyway, sometimes people just complain about the stupidest stuff. But then again, a lot of people may disagree with me and whatever. But whatever. I'll see everybody on the next video, which I'm not sure what I might do next. What do I want? I'm not sure what I do yet, but I'll see you on the next one. And peace out. Until next time, keep calm and play video games. Please. For the sake of gaming. Please. See you next time.